Hello everyone, busygamerdad back again, going to be doing another game demo for us to cover. A new game coming out in 2025, hopefully it lives up to your expectations. We're taking a look at Crown and Adventure. This game is in development. It's been in development for actually I think like 2-3 years at this point, maybe even a little bit longer, and it's from a Chinese, I believe, developing company. It looked really fun, so that's why I wanted to bring it up to our busy gamer community, where you're basically waging wars on an epic scale, very much like Total War game series, where you're developing your kingdom, etc., and units, and then you go into these big mock battles, and they're really fun. They're really stylized. I think it looks really cool. I wanted to see if this is something that our community likes, and wanted to make sure that I mention that this is a genre out there that's very good for a busy gamer to pick up, then put down again after they've played for about a half hour or so. I will have a link for this demo should you want to try it out for yourselves. This demo is freely available on Steam. I do not know when they will try and release the full game. It does say on their Steam page at the time of recording 2025. That may get pushed back because, like I said, they've been in development for several years now, and you know, anything can go wrong. I would encourage you guys, if you do like this game, to let them know what you do like about this game. Give them some feedback, even if it's constructive criticism. Just be nice about it. Just tell them, hey, I don't like this mechanic, or I don't understand this mechanic. Can you help me out? A lot of indie developers need and thrive on that feedback for their games. While you happen to be down there taking a look at the description of the game and maybe clicking on that link for the game from Steam, if you want to hit that subscribe button, it will help the channel grow immensely. And I do appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to play this game with me. Without any further ado, we're going to jump into it. I have a question though. What's brown and sticky? Stick, of course. So we can go in here, we can have our characters. Looks like we have a male and female that we can pick from. It doesn't tell me what they are. We can go into, these are just our like appearances. You know, so it looks like you have, you know, your priest characters, you have your maybe sword saints, something like this guy. You have your spearman, your marauder, as it were. You have a thiefish kind of class. You do have like some type of, I don't know, that looks like a eunuch in a way, with the hat and everything. I don't know. I like this guy though. I like the fiery cape. I like being a caster. I'm in the mood to be a caster. What does the female one look like? Oh, they do have cat people in this game. That's awesome. Well, you know what? My daughter would be very upset with me if I did not choose the cat lady. So we're going to pick the cat lady, and that's okay. So now we get to pick our class. We can see here we have our, these are our hero units, the ones that will probably be the biggest heavy hitters in our combat. We have commanders, we have martial artists, mercenaries, knights, sniper, ranger, mage, believer, and rogue, ascender, scholar. Interesting. So it does give a brief description about what each one is, and it does give you a diagram here for, you know, what they look like in growth path, etc. And it gives you an initial skill. So the scholar looks like they rely on skills, and they make a lot of damage, and they're a ranged attacking unit. They are not good at diplomacy. They're definitely not good at military. In a military-based game, I would think you want to be something that's good at military-based stuff. Wouldn't you? Believer, looks like they're a healer class. Nope, they actually do damage too. Interesting. Interesting. Not any one of these people. Oh, I guess the ranger is good, and maybe the knight is good at it. Okay, so the knight has a lot of mobility and a lot of damage. That makes sense. And they're mounted cavalry. They give a little bit more +4 for melee strikes, +4 for melee defense, and range accuracy. That could be really helpful if you yourself want to build a ranged army. Because believe it or not, in the feudal eras and a lot of days gone by, even actually up until current skirmishes and current war, the idea that your ranged units are not accurate is the make or break for a lot of warfare. You can preview all of their talent trees. I have looked at them. They're immense. Every single one of these is just ridiculous. You have a lot of customization inside each of these tracks for the character classes. So definitely a lot of replayability, a lot of cookie cuttering if you really want to. I think what I would like to do is I would like to make them into either a believer or a mage. I think I want to do the believer. That would be a lot of fun. Let's see here. It enhances 22 health and the accuracy. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go in there. They have innate stuff. They're definitely not a frontliner, but this will be fun. Now we do have our talent points that we can put in here to the various abilities. You do want to make sure that you're looking at it from where the primary ability is. So the most important ability, it looks like there's spirit, and then you have some secondary ones that come into play. These ones also look like they correlate directly to your potential, as it were. So you want to make sure you're looking at this. You're not making a, I don't know, for lack of a better, like a military mage if that's not one of their strong suits. So you want to try and balance it out. So it looks like spirit is a high necessity for this character, question mark. It looks like we do need that. So yeah, let's just do the old distribution. Let's do 4 in spirit. Luck looks like ranged accuracy. I'm going to do 2 there. Increases each int increases 6% spirit SP. I think that's spirit or spell points, maybe. Let's see. It's skill points. Okay, all right, 6% skill points. All right, cool. And skill points are character's level, which can increase number of spells cast. Oh wow, so that might be really good for our character. And then strength, I'm not expecting them to be in the front line, so I'm not really going to drop any points into that. I could be, totally and completely screwing myself in the long run. Let's go with another 1, 2, and 3. There, awesome. We'll leave it like that. Hopefully this doesn't totally break the character. The namespace can't be empty. Oh no, oh no. So we'll name you Busy. All right, cool, awesome. The results. There we are. There we are. Next, and let's have some fun. Family name. I don't know. I don't know if these matter too terribly much. The Gamir family. The Gamir. Gamir. Yes, nice, awesome, cool. We are part of the Gamir family. Gamir family. Alright, now we're going to move around the map. Like I said, this is pretty stylized. It looks like a top-down isometric kind of game as we go into this. To learn the skills, leading troops, you'll travel long distances on the Bai Chen trading grounds. The cold winter is biting, the snow is falling over on your shoulders, not melting for a long time. Finally arrived in the world renowned for Bai Chen training ground, so cold touch you. So now we're gonna, click to move around, and we're going to get into our combat here. We're going to get through the tutorial. I am going to include this in the video. If I need to cut this video a little bit long because of that, just to show some more gameplay, I will do that. Oh no, I've been cut. Does this mean I have to pack up and go home? No way, I can't believe it. Just because I trained the wrong skills, Vice Instructor Lee fired me. As an archer, why are you focusing on boosting your intelligence? See, this is why I talked about the attributes. You want to make sure you're leaning into the class that you've chosen's strength and not trying to make something that is not in alignment with that. Now, there is always that nuance that maybe there is a meta build that's like a scholar that has a strength build or something like that. My dream is to be a smart archer. Seriously, your archery accuracy isn't even passing, and you can't even pierce a sandbag. None of your skills are up to par. Who else is to blame for being cut? Newbie, I hope you can carry on my will and become a competent soldier. I don't need this anymore, so I'm giving it to you. Enemies on the battlefield show no mercy. It's better to go home than die out here. You're right. Goodbye, everyone. So he leaves, and then we talk to our guard. New here, Vice Instructor Lee is training new recruits in the center. Go report to him. So you can talk more, you can learn about the stories and things like that, but in the interest of time, I'm going to move forward. There is a lot of lore in the game, and that does really help flesh out the world and make it really fun. So we're just going to run, and you can click and hold and move around. You don't have to keep clicking or anything like that. Go away, can't you see I'm working? Yes, I can see you're working. Sorry, so sorry. So let's talk to Lee. Let's report in. I remember when I first arrived at the training ground. I was as clueless as you. The chief instructor punished me by making me shovel snow at the training ground. No food until it was done. That's when I learned some of the training ground's rules. Now that I'm vice instructor, the rules became softer. Stay to learn something or just leave. It's up to you. So I am going to go through the tutorial so you guys can see how the game flows and how the game works. Again, I will cut this video a little bit longer so we can get into some actual gameplay if this runs a little bit longer in that tutorial section. Because I will be explaining things as I go along the way I understand them. They could be completely wrong, and if they are, do leave a comment and let me know. You look like you just rushed here and didn't had a chance to warm up or eat, right? So there's some localization grammar here. Don't fault the game for it. Yes, Vice Instructor Lee. As soldiers, it's normal to face the battlefield without being well fed or warm. Today is a good chance to train for that. You look like you can't handle the cold. How can you become a leader without practicing martial arts? Luckily, the training ground is organizing a group practice. Go to the training ground camp, find some teammates, and start moving. Got it. Achoo. Right. So we got to go talk to the, I believe it's, where was it? It was over here. Yes. So we go over here. The camp in Baichen training ground is bustling, with soldiers speculating on who will win the next training group. So we have to enter the building, and we can recruit things. Click to enter. You may see the city info, which is up here in the top corner. This is all the resources and things like that we have to be cognizant of as we develop our army. Right click, and we will be able to escape the building. Okay, cool, awesome, great, good talk. There we go, cool. So now we're in here, training ground tavern, training ground shop. Let's go to the barracks first. And so we can talk to each one of these. There's multiple pips inside here. So let's talk to the chairman. A new recruit in the training ground, organizing teams, training here. There are also some soldiers who haven't joined a team yet, and they will surely be happy to join you. So let's take them. Yeah, they're going to take 0. Yeah, countryside militia, they're level 1, they have 50 HP. These are their general stats. Promotion preview, so you can see where they can go. And again, like I said, this game, it is ridiculous the amount of trajectory that you can go. So you have a militia here, and you have all of these paths for all the various classes. There is a, kind of a rock, paper, scissor kind of mentality, I believe, coming forward in the game, where, archers are going to be stronger against melee units because they can hit them. But maybe the cavalry are going to be stronger against the archers because they can close gap faster. Things like that. All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to, let's see, right there. So we have to right click and then we can recruit. We have plenty of money for them there. Great, we recruited them. I'm going to hold off on recruiting another one just because I don't want to do more than that. They are the only ones that are currently here. So, yeah, we'll be okay with that. Oh, no, I have to recruit 2 team members. Oh, I forgot about that. All right, yes, recruit. There and recruit. There, okay, cool. Instructor Lee always says sweating during training is better than bleeding during battle. That's actually a really nice and straightforward proverb. Assign us positions and order to wait. So we have to go into, I believe we go down into deploy the units, family. Nope, we don't have that yet. There we are. So this is the Legion interface where we assign them their positions. Units can be set in the 5x6 square, the grid here, rows, horizontal, etc. All that stuff, very important to note. Archers don't go in the front. Casters don't go in the front. Drag soldiers to deploy or change position. Only deployed units will participate in battle. You can only set squads within leadership of team, etc. So if we only have 5 slots, we can only put 5 units out. This does include you as a slot. You are part of your team, so you are included in that. So it may say 6, but you can see that it may say 3, but you do see that we have 3 people out here. You are included in that. Abilities are shown. These are some abilities have multiple conditions. You need to set them as well. Number of abilities affecting units will be shown over their head, so it gives you an idea of like what's going on and how their abilities are playing into each other. The green is the number of buffs. Red stands out as debuffs, so some units negatively impact other units. Hit the plus to add a another hero unit to create another team, essentially. So very much like Ogre Battle, if you had played that, or Ogre Tactics, where you can create a team of like a werewolf and a vampire and a priest or something like that, a dark priest. Instructor Lee, why do you always give us weapons like pitchfork sticks? Is it really simulating actual combat? A good horse deserves a good saddle. Young people don't aim too high. If you give a real sword and spear, what if you can't control them and hurt someone? Stop talking nonsense and get to the field quickly. Even pitchforks and sticks can put you in bed for 2 months. Alright, so there we go. So we've done that. We don't have any other teammates or other hero units to set up. So this is our our Legion board. This tells us who's on our team, what we can do to equip them, and things like that. That's what they were talking about there. But for now, this will have to work. So we do not have any abilities on anybody except for our hero. Condense a burning wheel in front, high speed, straight line. So that's kind of why I left this open, because I read that and I was like a little concerned that I'm going to hit my own unit. But we'll go over that as we get into it. I think we're done inside here. We can easily travel to these places here and talk with the various people right here. So we have to defeat new recruit, warm fireplace, right there. Yes, I'm going to leave. And then the training ground, we can't actually get anything from here that's really interesting for us. We don't have the hunting bow or access to it at this point. It's just not going to let us do anything about it. So I just wanted to show you guys that this time in the training ground. Alright, so we're going to escape. And now we're going to go to the new recruit battle. Yeah, here at the training ground, strength is what matters. Looks like we have a new recruit to polish our shoes. I don't care about first come, first served. One match decides it all. The loser will polish the winner's shoes for half a year. Any objections? Since Vice Instructor Lee has spoken, that's how it will be. Engage! Alright guys, form up. Show him what we're made of. Alright, so let's hear. Ordinary attacks, back attacks. So this is the basic pre-battle deployment. You can kind of see where we're at and how things are going to go. So ordinary attack, backward attack. I don't understand like what this is telling me, and that's I feel like this is a little bit complex for the first person to go through. You do have a help menu to try and figure out what's going on. Looks like we have a power level of 27 and they have a power level of 2. So this is pretty straightforward. You do want to make sure that you are putting yourself in a situation that is better suited for what you're going up against. So it looks like this is the best one, or maybe that is, because that puts a 4 on him as opposed to a 2, and those don't hit them. So let's do this right here. Follow leader, and then we'll start the battle. So again, you right click and move. We have attack, sync, and we can use our skills. We can change which hero we're focused on. We have the time control to speed up and slow down. We have the details of our units along the side. We can also auto battle if it's just too much for you and you just want to, you know, relax after a busy day of doing things and you just want the game to take care of itself. Alright, so we're gonna move you over here, and then we're going to back out. I'm using WASD to move around. It doesn't do a good job of telling you that. Attack target right there, and then I can use the ability. I have to move closer, and right there, got him. Nice. Yeah, if I didn't use it, it looks like our one guy died. Oh, that's unfortunate. Looks like our other guy got. But hey, we won! Hooray! 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 You can lose that. Don't ask me how I know. You can lose that though. So we got victory! Yay! We accept loss from now on. Just leave your shoes in the laundry room. Go see Vice Instructor Lee. He's got some new lineup for you. Here's something good for you. If a soldier gets injured on the battlefield, remember to use it on them. And don't tell Vice Instructor Lee. So we have a healing scroll. That is really good to have for your units. So you can actually heal them if they need to. It looks like he's down. They both got down and they're both gone. I don't know what that will mean for us, but we'll get through this. It seems you have martial arts foundation. Those new recruits are starting from scratch and have a long way to go. Since you have a martial arts foundation, you can't be treated as a new recruit. Go spar with the training ground soldiers and let me see your proficiency in martial arts. Martial arts require timing, and how do you master that? It depends on the changing battlefield situation. On the battlefield, you must go give it your all, no mercy, etc. So we got to go back inside here and we got to do all sorts of manner of like basically updates and things like that. So we have to equip the healing scroll. So let's go, press L, jump to the Legion page, equip the healing scroll, try to equip some powerful Legion items to help us along the way. Got it. So we press our L button, we go inside here, and we go to, where's our healing scroll? I don't happen to see it, do you? Assassin, no, these are all my barracks. These are all my units. Let me see here. Legion. There it is. Right, it said Legion. And then we will equip. There we are. Nice. Awesome. Recover 250 health. Great. Cool. And then, can I use it or no? Doesn't look like I can actually use it. So if I right click, that quickly puts it on and off. Uninstall. That's a very, like I said, localization, like equip, unequip. That really needs to be changed. Okay, so we did that. Now we have to defeat the soldiers in the training ground. I don't actually have any more soldiers. Plus many soldiers, let's enter. So, let's see here. We've done all this. Vice tends to strength, lets you defeat so in the training school. Got it. Okay, so I guess we go in here. Do I need to get some more soldiers? All the fighters are recruited, so we don't actually have anyone else to recruit. Let's recover. Post healing. Now it looks like. I mean, I feel like I'm missing something because my units are gone, but it's telling me that I'm fine. Legion full HP. I mean, I'm very confused as to why it would say that we are okay, but we're missing recruit medal. This medal is only rewarded for housing. All legends grow. Okay, unequip, not equipable. Okay, fair enough. We do have a talent. Let's use it. Let's use that for now. Let's get that deployed. Current heroes. We have 1 point available. Reduce nearby resistances by 30%. Cast healing on designated location. That would have been nice to have during the first attempt. Leadership. Morale for squads. Mass curse is what we were looking at. Unlock heavy armor. I think I'm going to do the healing. I think that's a smarter idea. Yes, cast healing. Yes, there we are. So now we actually have a healing spell being able to be used for us. All right, cool. And so that's all equipped there. So we're okay there. Defeat the soldiers. Relationships there. So we go over to the training grounds. Nope, doesn't look like we have anything here. All right, so let's escape from here. Defeat the soldiers over here. Let us go over here and actually do the thing. I was trying to get some. I guess this is where we do need to go. Yep, and we can just walk through walls. That's fine. We're okay. It's been a while since I've seen a capable recruit, but won't go easy. All right, here. Whether it's a mule or a horse, the truth is revealed in action. Okay. I feel like, again, I need to go here. I don't want to try and flank you or anything like that, because I don't think that would work. Alright, cool. Start. Skills used in battle have a... Yep, okay, great, awesome. So, we're gonna go. Let's go. Let's minimize this so we can actually see more of the field. And then you do have a quick time ability. Right there. Did I hit that one? Nice. Get behind the enemy lines. Heal them up. Nice, that's actually a huge ability. I hope I'm not like blitzing through anything that I don't, get recharged on. We do see our attack meter right there. You know how often we're auto attacking. Yep, we definitely needed to use our abilities there. There was no way around that. We got some experience, hooray. Vice instructor, really let this recruit practice with us more often. The training ground reputation is almost being ruined all because of you. Nice. Okay, fair enough. Instructor 2 matches. This is called All's Fair in War, who talks about rules on the battlefield. Veterans have long mastered multi-unit combat. Go to the training camp and get a few more companions. So now we got to go back to the training camp, and we got to get ourselves a couple more people. Let's go in here. Let's enter it. We're going to get some more people over here. We're going to get some archers. That'll be a lot of fun. These ruffians outside are causing trouble again. They broke my bow during last week's sparring and haven't compensated me yet. If you find me a good bow, I'll teach them a lesson and make them behave. So now, I still have training tasks must complete. I'm busy. I'm waiting for your message. So, if we go to the training ground here, we shop. Can we buy the bow now? Doesn't look like we can actually buy the bow now, which is interesting. I thought we could, but I guess not. But, hang on, it looks like we might have... Let me go to the Legion real quick. Here, nope, we don't have that. Anything here. If I go into the Legion, I don't have anyone here. It said I got a token. So where is that exactly? Where is that? I want to use that token. Find a partner for the second team. Find a partner in the training camp for the second. Form a second team, then practice with the veterans. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. Is there anyone over here? Is the laundry lady going to be on my team? Does the laundry lady want to be on my team? No. So the character, I guess we just use this and we get him. Unlock relationship with Den, and then let's see, relationships. Oh, there's actually like a social interface here. Oh, wow, that's awesome. I did not expect that. We can unlock characters, and then we have affection meters with them, relationship meters. That's awesome. I did not realize that was going to have like almost like a, I don't know, Stardew Valley kind of thing. Invitation, all conditions must be fulfilled for them to join our family. Okay, so we have to buy the bow. That's what I was trying to do. Alright, current demand is to buy the bow. Normal, ranger, got it. Okay, so I do have to go back here now, and I do have to do this. Can I buy this now? I can. Nice, and we will trade the monies for this. Yes, the weapons in the trading field are standard issue, but sometimes soldiers have their own needs and want better weapons and gear to boost their strengths. Also reward soldiers who excel on exams and perform well daily with their equipment. A good horse deserves a good saddle. That's the second time I've heard that. Alright, cool. So now, if I go to relationships, and I send him a gift. Yay! I don't know, and I can recruit him now. I will recruit him. Busy as a grade, I will temporarily follow your command. Hooray! Nice, and we're familiar, and he joins the team. So then if I go into here, and I look, is there any more recruits? There are. Nice, awesome. So I do need to recruit those two. And I'm just out of money, but that's all good. Hooray! He's right here. Nice. Oh, he looks cool. I like that. I like that a lot. He doesn't have any talents, but for us to actually use, but it does look like he does get a lot. He gets a healing skill. Emergency heal. Okay, that keeps him topped off. Alright, so we go into Legion. We're going to add him to our roster. Confirm. We're going to have him right here. We're going to drop the archers. Let's see, our composition count. Yep, so Heart of the Chivalrous. 20% HP and physical boost, senior escorts and blade bearers in the team. Okay, cool. Awesome. Squad of archers ready for action. Let's take them down. Nice. Oh, we got a level up, I guess. Or current level is 8. Oh, his current level is 8. It's not like he got a level up. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright, here. And looks like we can do nothing with the equip. What do I need to do here? It doesn't say that I need to do anything. I do get a skill, though. Leadership, movement speed. Self, it's a passive one skill. Self will reduce attacks. Okay. Broken arrow skill. Launch fan-shaped arrow barrage. Okay. One-handed martial weapon mastery. Dual wielding. Oh, so the archer turns into like a dual wielder. Interesting. Cross slash. I would much rather an archer stay an archer. So I'm gonna do this one. Looks like we actually have a couple more points. So if I were to do movement speed, leadership, so I can get more. Let's do the leadership or movement speed of all units. Gallop, range block. Which do I want? Let's do the leadership. No, let's do the movement speed. Yeah, let's do the movement speed. Accept. There. I don't have anything. Use, take off. Yeah, I don't have anything for you to equip. So why is it telling me that I need to look at your equipment? I don't know. do not know. I'm at a loss. Equip. Ability points are available. Oh, did I not? No, I used them all. Oh, I can change them. Okay. And oh, these right here. I was totally not paying attention. All right, so we got to go, and it does tell me what these are for. These are for the accuracy, so we're going to lean into the accuracy. And let's go with range, block, perception. I want to do luck. Let's do 2 choice and luck for maybe some crit damage, question mark? And ranged accuracy, ranged accuracy. Yeah, so this is like the attack interval. Increases melee attack interval, but this is also better luck and melee difference. Increases... Why would I not lean more on this? Alright, well, I've already made the choice, so we'll leave that alone. We'll leave it alone. We'll go in here. That's it. That's all we got. That's all we need. And then we're going to defeat the veterans. Let's leave here. Go up. We do have sprint mode, so we can shift and run faster if we want to, but there is a stamina meter associated with it. Woo, coordinate with me on the attack. Cut through the middle. That's a little on the nose there, my guy. All right, so yes, if I want to do that or that, let's do that. Sync, cast auto skills, sync movement, and they'll automatically move with me, so we're going to sync their movement, and we're going to hope for the best. We're going to minimize this, and we're going to go. Oh, wow, they are faster. Oh, hey, I'm down a person. All right, get up there. Get up there. Looks like we were able to win pretty easily, pretty handily. We were able to kill them all. They must have succeeded, or seceded. Really want to try the middle cutting to actions, but it didn't work at all. You won, rookie. Yay, cut through the middle. All's fair in war. All's fair in war. Ha ha ha. Go see him, and we're going to get some more instruction. You got it. Looks like there's an item up here, actually. Let's grab this. I didn't actually see this. Oh, wait. Who am I? Insane believer. I might tell you, I don't know you. I'm a servant. Your words describe. Words cannot describe his greatness. Who to tell you? I am. I don't know your identity. Come with me. I'll tell you. No, I don't want to do that, actually. I don't want to do that. I didn't see that guy there. I'm going to go talk to Instructor Lee and let him know that there's like a pretty insane guy working here. With righteousness, win with surprise. If the plan fails, it's like lifting a stone only to drop it on your own foot. Graduation. Hooray, graduation. Nice, leave here, but don't disgrace the battleground. So now we can promote. Okay, cool. Nice. I like that we can promote our units. And like I said, there's the paths that we can choose to take depending on what we're missing in our armies. If we need certain type of things to shore up any recruit weaknesses that we might have. So we have upkeep that we have to manage as well, and they get different abilities, as understand. And then soldiers actually get mastery. I didn't actually see that. When a soldier reaches max level, if you want to keep its abilities or features, you can let it mastery and continue to upgrade. Masteried soldiers cannot be promoted. Oh, all right. And then we can also expand our unit size. Got it. Okay. All right. That's a bit interesting right there. So now where do I go? What do I do? Alright, so challenge the chief instructor. Oh, he gives us some more information. Gotcha. Okay, so we're actually going to upgrade our soldiers. You guys are upgraded or ready for that. Let's do the promotion. I like the idea of that. We have cavalry. We have auxiliary swordsmen. What do they gain from that? It looks like... I would like to see... They have the real estate. I would like to see like a before and after kind of thing rather than having them... Like the tiles like right next to each other with like an arrow of what changes. That'd be really nice to have. Because if you're not paying attention, you're not understanding. Gun formation. Auxiliary spearmen. If deployed in columns 1, 3, and 5, and only spearmen in the same column, physical pierce. That's not terrible. Commandership. What about you? Deploying 50 straight armor, straight column. Could be stacked. They don't have any abilities. I'm gonna go down the straight path right now. I'll promote you to the straight path, and I will promote you down the straight path as well. Alright, and then we could, in theory, oh, let's see what these guys can do. Can I upgrade you? I can. They're a little less for them, but they do have diverging paths, like cavalry, and then they get a bowman, crossbowman. There is firearms in the game. That is an option should you want to do that. Entirely up to you and your patience, as it were. We could expand this unit size, but I don't think I have the money for that, really. I do, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna, and you can't make me. Alright, there. If I go to the training ground, is there anyone more to recruit? I have questions. Recruit? Nope. Recruited all the fighters. That's fine. There's no more items in here, I don't think. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Freezing cold. New face. Polish your shoes. Okay, so that's just flavor text. Novice tavern owner. Check commissions. Oh, I will accept this. I will talk with her. So we have to lead the soldiers to following. What am I doing here? What did I just do? Thanks for helping me polish shoes. Your reward for polishing shoes is nothing. Oh, we got a recruitment medal. Nice. Oh, there's little side quests. I didn't realize that. That's pretty awesome. So this is where you go to get commissions. Oh, that's really cool. I did not realize that. I did not realize that at all. So we do have one ability point. Let us go into... Let us use that on that right there. Spirit. Yeah, let's do that. And then I don't think we have any talent points. We do not. And that's it, I think. I think we're all tapped out from here. I'm glad we did that. Alright, so let's see here. We can go and... Yeah, let's go... Let's see, do I have to... Missions? No missions right now. So, challenge the chief instructor. Off we go. Nice. Come here, you. Chief instructor. Recently, the perfect Zhang Ankh allocated a sum of money to the Baichen training ground to cultivate Yemeners, recruit talent, eliminate bandits, and maintain peace in the region. Alright, so I don't really mind, skipping this. We're just going to go and fight him. We're going to fight him. Alright, so this is two separate... So we have to go against Vice Commander Lee. He looks like he's a range unit. Chief instructor. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to have you go here. Can I get anywhere near you that's worth it? Yeah, it looks like right here. Kind of half. Okay. Let's see what happens. Get you up here. Hit them with that ability. Take out the fodder, as it were. And then if I can get a shot off on them. And then do another heal. He does that ability. He should be using his abilities on auto. I'm fine tanking this. This is perfectly good for me. Let's finish this guy off. Oh, he blocked it. Oh no, he can block? That's just rude. Then we're going to heal. Looks like everyone's survived. And then we're going to move up here. There, I think that puts us in range to use the ability. Nice. Nice. And everyone lived. Awesome. Hooray. We won. Yay. Lots of monies. Lots of experiences. You have not left the perfect down. That's a very odd sentence. Take this funding. Right, be yours. The battle, like I said, some localization. As commander entrusted with thousands of lives, hundreds of thousands of lives, one must think deeply and act cautiously. Leave now, have your own path. Cool, awesome. Nice, wow, that's a lot. We got $1,000, $3,000 I should say. Now I'm curious, I want to see if we can get anyone else from here. I don't, oh, hello. Actually, Vice Commander in charge of supplies was out earlier gathering material. I heard your performance was outstanding. I have a souvenir here. Nice, 5 recruit medals. I will take that. As a supply, my math is very precise for recruit and don't have enough new recruit medals. I suggest you work harder in the training ground. Why do I need to do that? Use a shield to knock down enemies. We can do the resistance. Leadership, attacks, morale. Let's do the knockdown. I feel like that would be really helpful to get. You don't have that. You don't have any need for that right there. I have you can trade it for 5 recruitment medals. Okay, alright, so I need to have one more recruitment medal. Got it. Okay, so how do I get that recruitment medal? Is there any commissions? No, there's no commissions. Let me think here. Let me talk with you. Nope, nothing there. Is there anything down here? There's the exit. I guess we should try this fight up here and see if we can get this guy dead. And get the thing behind him. This is probably going to be the last thing that we do. Overwhelming advantage. We can manual battle or auto battle. Well, manual battle. Why would we auto battle? That seems silly to me. Right there. Cool. Awesome. Let's go into this. Charge! Dude looks pretty cool, though. I mean, looks pretty cool. Dual wielding his swords and such. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Oh, wow. We crushed that guy. That old lunatic is causing trouble in the training ground again. Just drive him away and strengthen your patrol in case he spies on the course. Doesn't look like a spy, does he? You know a person by his face, but not by their heart. Would a spy admit he's a spy? No, he would not. So what did we just get? Obtain jade. I don't know what to do with that. That looks like it's some type of currency. Interesting. I wonder how we get another recruitment medal. Doesn't look like we'll be able to. Oh, wait, no, we obtained it. Let's go in here. Let's do this. Haha, you're really on the right track. Life is long. Many rookies choose to train at Baichen training ground, but it doesn't guarantee anything. Every penny in commission is earned in blood and life. So very few soldiers can accept having their pay docked. When recruiting soldiers, make sure you have extra savings. Longevity knot. What is that? What did we just get? We go into character. And, oh wow, it's a memento. Given to new soldiers. Oh, that's awesome. And it's like a really good thing for us. Does it take the place of anything? Nope, it's just a passive flat upgrade. We don't have to choose anything. Sold. Cool. Awesome. So I think we're done in here. And yeah, now we can go into the wide world proper. This is a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was Crown Adventure. I will have the demo for you guys. We just played through all the tutorial. Like I said, a little bit longer of an episode, but I wanted to get through everything. This is very much like a grand strategy game. You have auto-battling capabilities for the units, but you do control the hero units yourselves in a live battle. Very much like Total War, the series that's available on Steam. This game is currently going to be slated for release in 2025, but they don't have a date on their Steam page at the time of recording. This is a really good, busy game where you can actually just sit down, play for a match or two, play to build up your army, and then put it back on the shelf and come back to it next week and try and get a little bit further along. It does fit the busy lifestyle of a gamer that's trying to just relax and unwind after a week of doing the adulting or the schoolwork or anything like that. But like, comment, subscribe to the Busy Gamer Dad channel. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to take a look at this video. Next week we'll have some more session games to take a look at, and we hope to see you there. Later.